trainer herself. Her name is Lakshmi Sree. Now, Lakshmi holds a total of 13 plus years of experience in the software industry. Now, she has a degree, a master's degree in IT. I know she's completed her MBA and also holds a professional doctorate in management in computer science and management related subjects. Now, Lakshmi also has extensive hands-on with the business analysis and data analytics, and she has handled training pertaining to business analysis, BI, which is business intelligence, and also data visualization. Now, Lakshmi has been mentoring a lot of corporates and is also a real-time consultant and has been working extensively on the BA tools. So that's a quick introduction about Lakshmi. So I'm going to now let Lakshmi take over the session. Lakshmi, please take over. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Sunil. Thanks a lot, and welcome you all to the Business Analyst demo session. So, as Sunil said, my name is Lakshmi Sree, and I take care of the business analysis program for techies. So, we have had successful batches, and what I would like to show you today is about what you can do as a business analyst in the job market, and what is that you would learn as a part of the business analyst course, and what is that additional thing that we would be teaching you compared to the normal business analyst e-learnings or other programs that you can find in the market. All right. So let's take a look at the curriculum. So here we will have an introduction to the business analysis program. What are the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst, competencies, deliverables of business analysts, software development lifecycle, methodologies of SDLC, requirement elicitation analysis process, BA templates, various BA templates that you would need to work as a business analyst with software industry. What's unified modeling language or UML? And we will also show you how to work on use cases, what are the different types of use cases, what are the notations used in use cases, and we will also help you with data modeling and techniques, because as a BA you should also have some understanding about the relationship between the data and how do you create data models using diagrammatic tools such as Visio or Visual Paradigm. So these are two different tools that are primarily used in the software industry. So other than that, we will also help you understand the quality assurance process in the software industry, wherein we will give you a flavor of what's a software testing life cycle is all about, and what are the different templates or the reports that are created as a part of the quality assurance process. And as a BA, where do you actually fit in terms of a project manager's role or a quality assurance role or the core business analysis practice in any software organization. Right. So as I already told you, project management is a part and parcel of a business analyst's profile, job profile, be it in any software industry. So you must also get some basic understanding about project management, what are the different phases of project management, and what is a project charter, how do you create a timeline diagram, how do you create schedules, how do you create a calendar, etc. So those things will be covered under project management. We will also give you an idea of what are the business analyst software tools that are available in the market that you can put to use or you would be expected to use when you join a software company. So in addition to these, we will also help you learn some advanced concepts of Word that can help you create good documents, Excel, workbooks, and how quickly can you use Excel spreadsheets to create data that you could share with your development team or the design team that works on the system design, etc. And then we will also help you with the SQL. Primarily we'll show some basics of SQL, data definition language and data manipulation language on SQL Server, and then Tableau visualization. So if you are going to be a part of the strategy management group or the strategic planning management group, as a business analyst, they will also have an expectation from you to create some visualizations or dashboards. So having knowledge on Excel, SQL, Tableau in addition to the business analysis process is going to take you places, and we will also help you with some basic statistics that can help you create good visualizations on Tableau or on Excel. And end of it, we will also help you with resume creation and how well you can take up an interview for business analyst. So this entire course we are planning say for about 35 to 40 hours of duration, and there's a lot of content that we have to be covered. It could be various diagrams that you will have to create as a part of artifacts. Those are referred to as artifacts. It could either be the documents or the diagrams that you create as a part of the business analysis process that you would follow in any software industry, right? Next, we'll see what is a business analysis or what is a business analyst. So even before we go to that stage, can I get a brief understanding about your profile? What are you currently doing? Are you a student? Are you working? If so, what is your work experience and so on? So if I can just get an idea about that, I can tell you what you can expect from this course. End of this course, what is that you're going to carry with you, and where can you look your career to move ahead. So to start with, if each of you could introduce yourself and give me a brief idea of what is that you're currently working on or what are you doing basically. Okay. Please go ahead. Yes, Rishi.
Hey, I am currently a business analyst with about 1 year experience, and I work in the web development space.
Okay, so are you working as a business analyst for a software industry, or is that
Yeah,
a different vertical altogether?
no, it's within the software industry.
It's a software industry. So are you involved in creating various documents like BRDs, FRDs, specification documents, and attending the requirement elicitation, workshops,
Yeah,
focus groups, etc.?
absolutely. It's a smaller team, so a lot of responsibilities are shared, but yeah, I have experience with all sorts of requirements, documentation, user stories, MRD, FRD, all that.
Okay, so what is your expectation from this course? So are you looking to gain advanced knowledge of business analysis so that you can
Yeah,
implement that in your current job?
yeah, I think since this is the only BA job that I've had, I want to see maybe if there's some holes that I can patch.
Okay, great. That's really good to know. Of course, you're going to learn a lot in this program because we are going to provide you a lot of materials, templates, and diagrams, which is really difficult to collate from other sources. So everything put together, it's given in one package for you. That's called a business analysis program with TechieBees. So I'm sure that you're going to take a lot of knowledge with you once you complete this course. So looking forward to
Awesome.
having you with us. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So can we have the next participant speak up, please? Rubina, can you please go ahead? Rubina?
Yeah.
Hi, Rubina.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Rubina. I'm a teacher here, but I don't have any background. Like I'm not working in any IT company or anything.
Okay.
But I wanted to switch to from teaching to IT job. I'm looking for a IT job, so I want like everything should be basics. I want to learn from the basics. I'm a beginner, so I thought like business analyst is somewhat interesting. So, according to my, educational background, I can learn this and can do something better for myself.
Great, Rubina. That's really good to know. So already I have a student or a participant, who is working as a faculty in a school or a college. So what I can tell you is we are going to teach you the basics of business analysis, starting from what a business analysis means, what will you do as a business analyst, what will be your roles, responsibilities, what are the skill sets that you should gain, and we will also provide you the basic level documentation to the advanced level documentation and hands-on with artifact creation. So that will be a plus point for you when you start as a business analyst. So even when you complete this course and apply for a job, attend an interview, I'm sure that you will have a lot of working knowledge on business analysis, because we will provide a lot of assignments along with the samples of diagrams that have been created during the class. So you can take a look at that and you can create the artifacts or the documents and get very good hands-on. So that will be much easier for you when you approach an organization. Welcome.
That's great.
Okay, can we have the next participant, please? Mr. Sunil, go ahead.
I own a restaurant. I have MBA. I don't have any technology experience.
Okay, Sunil. So what are you currently working as?
I own a restaurant.
Okay, if you have a difficulty in speaking, if you have an audio issue, you can also type. I can read it out for the other participants. Okay, Sunil says he owns a restaurant and he has pursued MBA. He doesn't have much of technical experience. Okay, Sunil. Thank you so much for that introduction. Sunil, as I told Rubina, we would, I understand. So he wants to learn business analysis and enter the software industry. So as I already told Rubina, we will be covering the basics and then we would move on to the intermediate and advanced topics. So you will feel at ease when you learn the topics, and also videos will be given to you of each and every day topics that we cover. And you can take a look at the video. If you have any questions, you can post it on the blog and I will be much happier to answer the questions for you. Welcome to the business analyst session once again. So the other participants that we have are Deepak Pawar. Hi Deepak.
Hello?
Hi Deepak, are you there? Deepak?
Hello?
Hello, yes.
Yeah, my name is Sree. Actually, Deepak, he logged in on my behalf, but now I'm online. My name is
Okay,
Sree.
Jayesh.
I'm currently,
Glad to have you.
yeah, hi.
Go ahead, Jayesh. Please
Yeah,
introduce yourself and a brief
yeah,
description about your job profile.
right. I'm currently working as an accountant and pursuing my MBA in accounting, but I'm looking for career switch, so that's why I'm interested in joining this BA course. So
Okay.
that's all about it.
So you're looking to become a BA in a software industry, right? Because this is not a finance-based
Uh,
course.
yes, but in future I am planning to look for a job in financial company as a BA, you know,
Okay, that's good. That's
so that my accounting background will help me.
yes, sure, very much. So a
Right,
combination of a
yeah,
BA with a vertical specialization like accounting or finance specialization will really help you, because there are so many industries. There's so many companies
right,
that build softwares that are about that's all about accounts, core accounting, and it could be
exactly.
finance based, capital markets, investment banking,
Yeah,
right? So uh,
and I got to like I got to get very good experience with Excel, so that will help me
Oh yes,
once I join as
it's
a
going to help
BA.
you a lot.
Yeah,
So combination of Excel with
right,
all these skill sets that you could learn through this course will take you places. I'm sure,
right.
over a period of time, once you complete your masters, and you will be placed in a very
Mm-hmm.
good organization.
Yeah, thank you, Lakshmi.
Great. Welcome to the session. Saraswati?
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, Saraswati. Please go ahead. Hi, Saraswati. Are you there? Saraswati? Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Somebody keeps muting me. I'm not able to understand why is that happening.
Okay. Not sure about it. Go ahead. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, actually, I was just going to type new user and it just took as a new. By mistake, I just entered, so my name is taking as new because my name is Janvi actually, and I just got an email about this demo session, so I just thought of
Your good name
um,
is you're Janavi?
sorry.
You're Janavi?
Yes,
Yeah, Janavi.
yes.
Okay, go ahead. So can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my education background is BBA, MBA.
Okay,
And I've had some experience in HR for
okay,
about 5 to 6 years here
okay,
in the United States, and I'm planning to switch to IT sector,
okay.
and I'm just planning to think about this business analysis and all because it doesn't require much of programming. This is what I've heard. I'm not very
Right,
sure about it.
right, right, right. Okay, so this is a right place for you, I would say, because already you have the HR domain knowledge, and as I told another participant, so having a technical knowledge in combination with domain knowledge is always a plus point because you can approach any organization. So these days, we have
Mm-hmm.
companies that are looking to create HRMS systems. That's the HR management system. So
Uh-huh.
having the HR, I do not know which area of HR have you specialized in, recruitment or shared services or
Just
and
well, actually, back in India, I was a little bit into core HR, but that was also a very entry level position I
oh,
had back in India. I worked for a call center as an HR executive,
okay.
and soon after that, I got married and came to United States, and I've been stuck only in HR jobs because
Mm,
I was not able to get into IT because I had applied for H1B. This had rejected, saying
mm,
that I don't have a technical degree.
okay.
So I continued in HR, but it was only in recruitment area.
Oh,
Uh, but that I have a EAD, I just feel that I need to switch to
okay,
some.
so I think
Uh,
it wouldn't matter at all though you don't have advanced HR analytics
yeah.
knowledge. It's fine, because BA is a different domain altogether, and what we would be looking for is a business analyst program that could help you get placed as a
Huh.
business analyst with a software within a software company, right? So whatever is the
Yeah.
knowledge that you've gained in the human resource domain will surely help you if you're working on any HRMS kind of a system. Verticals can be different, but then the knowledge that you gain about a business analyst program is going to be vast, and that can be applied to different verticals, not
Yeah.
restricted to one
Okay.
particular vertical. So that is for sure, because that's how I initially, when I started as a business analyst, I was just taught about the software engineering practices and about the BA practices. But over a period of time, there were multiple domains in which I started applying the BA learnings based on the projects that you will get in a company. Right? So I'm sure
Oh,
you're
okay.
going to learn a lot and you're going to have a very good future. So welcome to the session.
Thank you.
So next we have Saraswati. Saraswati says she's not able to.
Lakshmi, can you hear me now?
Yes. Manu, who's this?
This is Saraswati.
Yeah, Saraswati. Please go ahead. Could you please speak a little louder?
Thank you. Hello all. This is the maximum I could talk. I
Okay,
reckon
no
there is
problem.
some problem
Yeah,
with
yeah,
my
we
voice.
can all hear you, Saraswati. No worries at all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wonderful. Um, Experience-wise, I don't think I have much of an experience here, though I studied and worked on campus as an intern. Apart from that, I'm now doing my MIS. I just started to do that, and given I'm doing MIS, I wanted to be in some relevant area where I'm studying.
You're
So in that
pursuing your
context,
master's
wanting
in
to become a
MIS,
BA.
Management Information System.
Say that again, Lakshmi. I could not hear you
You're
well.
pursuing your master's in MIS, Management Information System.
Right.
Okay, great. So this is a very good
I
place.
just joined it.
Okay, this is a very good place for you because you can learn about business analysis and you can apply it to either a business analyst process that you would work on in the software industry, or as part of MIS, you can also apply the BA learnings in your data analytics or data analysis work that you could do. Okay, so that's something I can
Sure.
assure
But
you.
the thing is, I'm pretty new to technology. I do not know anything about it. The max of technology I knew was internet, nothing past that. So I'm bracing myself to enter the sector. I hope I win my way forward.
No problem at all. I know there's a lot that you're going to learn in the business analysis program. So welcome to the session.
Thank you.
Okay, so from most of you, I understand that some of you have a good business analysis knowledge or software industry knowledge you're currently working on, or academically you have learned about software engineering, and you have some basic idea about business analysis. And we have a few participants who would really need to start from basics of the software engineering, BA process, etc. So we will be covering all types of participants. So we will cover the basics, intermediate and advanced level so that each one of you get to understand the basics and the advanced concepts that you can very easily apply to whichever kind of a post that you apply in a software industry. Business analysts can be at different level. Okay, initially they may place you at only requirement gathering phase, or could be at basic user story creation. There are different levels. As you progress, as you learn more about the business analyst position or a business analysis process that is followed in the software industry, you will of course be placed in bigger projects. So now let's get on to see what's business analysis all about, and what is that you will do as a business analyst, and what is that you're going to learn from the business analyst program that TechEB conducts. So Saraswati, I would suggest you to please get on a headset, because I'm sure other participants are not having an issue. So increase the volume, please. Okay, you can try doing that because all other participants are able to hear and speak clearly. Okay, let's get on to the session. So what is business analysis all about? Analyzing the business. So what are the different ways in which you would analyze the business? But the course that we offer here is restricted to software development. So you will perform the business analysis for a software development practice. So in software industry, what happens? Software industry will get a software development request from an external stakeholder, or it could be a software development request from within a different process or a department that needs an enhancement to the existing system in place. So both of these will be considered as a new request for development, right? So as a business analyst, your first job is to analyze what is the basic problem statement that you have received from your external stakeholder or the internal stakeholder. So who is an external stakeholder? A person who is not a part of your organization but wants a product to be developed for his organization. So he's an external stakeholder. Who's an internal stakeholder? Could be a process head who says my process has a lot of issue because of the existing system design, and I want a new software or a system or a product to be created that can help overcome the barriers that I'm currently facing with the existing system, right? So as a business analyst, how will you approach this problem? there is only one liner that you have received from your external or an internal stakeholder. So that one liner is going to be your strong point, that's the base for you to work on. So from there, it is your responsibility to understand what the end user wants and what is that you are going to deliver. Right? So as a business analyst, you will approach your stakeholder, ask as many as questions possible to get deeper into the topic that you would discuss with them. If they want a particular software to be developed, you'll have a lot of questions to ask them. Why are you asking for this software? What is the need for this software? Is there an existing system? If there is an existing system, what is the problem with the existing system or the process? What is the kind of a new enhancement that you're looking for in the system to be developed? Right? So these kind of questions that should come within you as a business analyst, it should flash. When you look at a particular problem statement, you should understand that, okay, this is the kind of a client that I'm facing or a stakeholder that I'm dealing with. This is the problem statement and this is how I should analyze the problem, and these are the set of questions that I have to ask the stakeholder, right? So remember, as a business analyst, whatever the discussion that you have with your stakeholders or with any individual in your business or a group, it should be documented. And when you document, present the information that you have understood. All these are presented using a proper documentation practice and a good artifact or a diagrammatic representation of your understanding. So next is, what is IIBA? IIBA stands for International Institute of Business Analysis. IIBA is a board that creates the standards to be followed as a business analyst or as a business analysis process. There's a body of knowledge, or it's called as a BABOK. BABOK is a guide that can have various standards well defined that should be followed by the business analyst for a proper business analysis practice in a software industry. So what is a business analysis? We have already seen what is business analysis. So what are the various roles that are available in the market? One is a business analyst. That's a primary role that we are targeting at. Business systems analyst, systems analyst. So these are the different kinds of roles that you must have heard. So what is the difference between a business analyst and a business system analyst or a system analyst? A business analyst will not be involved in high-level technical details of the application that is getting created, whereas a system analyst will get involved in each and every phase of technical details relating to the system creation other than the basic business analyst process. So if you are very much interested in getting both business analysis specialization as well as system analysis or system analyst specialization, you can very well do that, and you have to also work on your technical expertise for that, right? So who's a business analyst? Business analyst helps analyze the business. So he is in between the business. Business is nothing but the company which you work for, and supplier is your client or the external stakeholder, or could be your internal stakeholder, one who gives you the business. So BA is placed in between the business and the supplier. So how is business analysis distinct from data analysis, data analytics, business analytics, financial analysis? Okay, how is business analysis different from data analysis, data analytics, business analytics, etc.? So, as a business analyst, you will not be expected to write code unless and until you want to become a business system analyst, where you will be playing a major role as a business analyst within the development or the technical team. As a business analyst, you will be only involved in requirement gathering phase, business requirement documentation, functional design for the system, functional specification document design, high level system design, process flows, workflows, process modeling, data modeling, etc. So most of these are either interacting with the user, communicating, understanding what the user wants, creating a proper document, and translating the business need, the end user's need, to a proper functionality document so that it can be given to the development team or the technical architecture team to design the architecture of the system, which technology to use, and then actually implement the system by writing codes and then perform testing and deploy, right? So as a business analyst, your coding skills or your technical skills wouldn't be much like a software developer or a system analyst who are expected to have good programming knowledge. So it would be much easier to become a business analyst over a period of time, say after getting trained in business analyst, if you work for about 3 to 4 months on different documents, templates, how do you communicate with the user, what is the type of question that you should ask them, how do you create user stories, what is a storyboard, what is process mapping, what is data mapping. Once you learn these concepts, I think you can become a very good business analyst after handling 2 to 3 projects. You will get good hands-on with the complete end-to-end business analyst process, starting from interacting with your stakeholder up to the point where the software is deployed and maintenance takes place. Maintenance activities are carried on. How different is a business analysis role from data analysis and data analytics? Of course, as the name states, data analysis and data analytics is all about data. But you will need some data analysis skills as a business analyst. What is business analytics? Business analytics is all about analyzing the business from a data viewpoint, whereas a business analyst is going to analyze the business from a stakeholder or creating the documentation, creating design for the system, etc. Whereas in business analytics, a deep dive into the existing business process that can define based on the data that you have, what is the different ways or patterns that you can identify within the data that gives an explanation to a business, a forecasting for a business, why there is a loss, why there is a profit, etc. So all these things could be defined under business analytics. So other than that, we have financial analysis, project management, quality assurance, documentation, and technical writing. So these could be different terms, but as a business analyst, you will interact with a finance team. As a business analyst, you will work with a project management group. As a business analyst, you will be a part of QA, quality assurance, or the testing group. As a business analyst, you will be involved in documentation and technical writing to some extent, only up to the functional level or a high level design of the system. You will not get into the core technical architecturing or core technical details of the system, right? So what are you going to do as a business analyst? You will bring in business improvement, process improvement, and IT improvement for your organization. That is the basic expectation from a business analyst. So ownership and importance of a business analyst. So what is the importance of a business analyst or a business analysis process in an organization? So as a business analyst, you will get very good exposure. So as I told you, you will be working with executive sponsors or your stakeholders, project owners, business lead, IT lead, project manager, account director, developers, quality assurance, user trainer, architect, database analyst, data analyst, and business analysts. So just see this, if you are a developer, your exposure in the organization is going to be much lesser because you'll be given a module of code or say a max to max 2 or 3 forms to be created. You'll get the requirement and you'll start doing it. So you're not going to be bothered who's giving you, what you're getting, etc. You are just going to do the role given to you as a developer. As a tester, you would be much worried about what is unit testing, what integration testing is going on, when is the system testing going to start, when is the user interface testing going to start, etc. Right? So getting to meet different people, building network, most important for your career growth, right? And trying to understand different fields or departments within your company. What are the areas of specialization that your company has? A quality department could only work on quality related details. A database group is going to only work on the database related tasks. Account director could be more into a project management role. A user trainer is going to be much worried about how am I going to train the user. But as a business analyst, you will work with all of these people, which means you are going to in turn learn all of these roles, what do they do on a day-to-day basis, and you will also contribute to the tasks or the work that they do on a day-to-day basis. BA plays a mix and match role. BA must interact and work with each of the above mentioned roles. So the exposure that a BA would get is much, much higher compared to any other role other than the management roles. Of course, the managerial officials, would have better exposure to the organization. So other than them, it is only a business analyst and a project management person that would get a better exposure to the departments within the organization. So what are the roles and responsibilities as a BA? You have to interact with your stakeholder, get, analyze, communicate and validate the requirements. Must understand the business problems and opportunities and recommend solutions accordingly. BA should identify, understand and document all needed team roles related each defined activity for a project. Documentation, creation of artifacts, documentation, communicating to the other departments, organizing the meetings or different team interactions. So that will be the main role of a business analyst. So what is the basic need to communicate? You must have very good spoken English if you're going to communicate in English. If you're going to work in different regions, you may need Spanish or other languages as per the need. Your written communication must be really good, because as a business analyst you have to write whatever you listen to. Everything should be documented, everything should be on paper, everything should be accepted and signed off. So that is a responsibility of a business analyst. BA must closely work with the project manager in achieving project milestones, right? BA will be involved in all requirements related activities, while the project manager will be overlook the entire project. BA is responsible for creating a business model like organizing the meeting, business process or workflows, creation of UML diagrams or artifacts that can convey the business requirements. So as a business analyst on a software project, you will work on extracting the required information, either communicating, asking questions, creating surveys, interviews, workshops, JAD sessions, etc. Extract also means extracting the required data. If you have to create some sample data analysis and give a set of data to your development team for them to create the system, then extraction is a part of your business analysis role. Anticipate. Always expect the unexpected, right? So don't think everything is going to be correct. Whatever you ask is the end. No, beyond your thinking there could be several questions. So always give equal opportunity to others, get others' opinion, check on what are the barriers, constraints or the points that you're missing on. Anticipate issues that should, the why. So we will see 5 why fishbone diagram, other related diagrams to system failure, etc. in our future sessions. But anticipate the problem or anticipate good and bad. That should always be as a part of your business analyst profile. What are the constraints that you can foresee? Next is organize. As a business analyst, you will be expected to be organized by yourself and then organize the process within your organization, right? You have to be an example, or you have to start doing things that others haven't done for your organization. So as a business analyst, you will be analyzing the business, and after analyzing, what will you do? You have to bring about the changes. So what are those changes? If it is an existing process, please have it in an organized manner. Have some standards set. It could be in terms of communication or point of contact interactions, documenting that, getting the sign off, the workflow, approval process, all these could be set. A standard procedure could be set for all of these. So that's what is referred to as organizing. As well as organize meetings, one-to-one discussions, JAT sessions. When you're on agile practice, it will be your responsibility to check on the sprints, sprint log, how the sprints have been created, bi-weekly sprint discussion, sprint log clearance, what are the backlog issues that are there, have those been cleared, etc. Follow up on various pending issues or bottlenecks, and then organizing different people to meet in one place to fix a problem rather than dragging it and writing n number of emails. If you can bring those 4 or 5 individuals of your organization who are sending so many emails to cover up one particular topic, bring them together into a meeting room, and you please have learn to how you could organize the meeting and how you're going to take that meeting forward. So you will facilitate the meeting, you will be a facilitator. Most of the times you will organize the meeting, you will get the required people into the meeting room and let them discuss and finalize. Bringing them to a meeting room to a stage where they can discuss about an ongoing issue will be in your hands, though you need not be involved in the technical discussions they're going to have, right? So you will be a silent spectator. But bringing all of them together to a particular place and somehow get the problem resolved and find a solution at the earliest. So that should be the aim of a business analyst. Translate and simplify whatever you listen to, whatever you hear, what is your understanding, translate that to a business need and a functional need of a system, and then keep it simplified. Do not complicate it. Ensure retaining to agreed requirements. Make sure that the requirements that you get in the starting phase of your discussion is the same when you deploy the product to the client or the customer. That's what they would need. It shouldn't look like, you heard something, then it went on to another person and half the information is lost. It went to a third or fourth person, 75% of the information is lost. And what's going to happen end of it? The product or the software that gets developed is not going to match the initial requirements that you get. So each and every stage you have to make sure that your understanding is well documented, and not just well documented, it should be accepted by the person or the stakeholder who is giving you the business, right? Whatever you hear from them, that's what you have to document. So within this documentation, there are n number of phases that you have to go through, starting from requirement gathering. Day one, when you are interacting with your stakeholder to understand, your stakeholder could say, I'm looking for a hospital management system to be created for my hospital. As of now, everything is manual. That's it. So from here, you have to speak to your stakeholder point of contact to understand what is the manual process, what is their expectation from a hospital management system. So what are the different functionalities that they are looking for? Who are all the different actors that would be involved in the system? What are the different events that could take place, activities that can take place between the actor and the process within the system that they are creating? So all of these should be asked in smaller parts. Not just one day you can get the whole information for a bigger hospital management system that you're going to create. The entire project could last for 1.5 years, the development phase. But as a business analyst, you can take about 3 to 4 months to finish your complete requirement gathering, requirement analysis, all type of interaction, communication, approvals, sign-offs and documentation, and then functional design for it, creation of use cases, creation of different UML diagrams if you have to create an activity diagram, sequence diagram, a state chart diagram, process modeling. If it is for an existing process, do you have to create a BPMN? BPMN means business process modeling. So there are different diagrams or artifacts that you can create to explain your understanding in a layman language or in a proper documented format to your end user or a stakeholder. So that is most important, and you must know which artifact to create in which stage of the business analysis process. Very, very important. That's what is going to establish you as a good business analyst in your organization. And then you have verify and validate. We will see what is the difference between verification and validation in the later sessions. BA competencies. So to accomplish whatever the roles and responsibilities I just described to you, what are the competencies or the skills that you should have? You should have good analytical thinking and problem solving, decision-making skills, managerial skills, handle criticism constructively, good behavioral characteristics, set an example, business or domain knowledge that will come only over a period of time, that you cannot get it immediately, communication skills, interaction skills, emotional intelligence, most important. You could be in a JAT session or in a workshop and you have two different groups participating. One group says yes, another group says no, and there's a clash. So what are you going to do there? So you will be a mediator, you will remain as a silent spectator, or are you going to take the leadership within the meeting that you have organized, and you would tell them, please calm down, we can find an alternative solution, and then make sure that the meeting moves ahead. It shouldn't stop just because there are two contradicting opinions from two different groups. So as a facilitator, you must have that emotional intelligence, and you should not get carried away by one group's discussion, right? So always have your ears open for varied opinion that you could get from different users, right? So next, that's about your emotional intelligence and negotiation skills. Software applications, tools or programming languages, you need some basic knowledge about what are the different software applications, tools or programming languages exist in the software industry. They wouldn't expect you to have hands-on with any of the programming languages. That's the best part of a business analyst. Except for if you are working on white box testing, that needs to understand, there's a need in the white box testing for you to understand the internals of the system. So when you have to get into the internals of the system, you must know the programming language. So other than that phase, nowhere in the entire business analysis process, the company will have an expectation from you to do any programming. Okay. But it is always good to understand what are the software applications and tools that are available in the market, at least the names. You must know there exists a technology called Java, C, C++, or it could be Visual Basics, VB.NET, ASP.NET. What is a .NET framework? What are the different applications on which a website gets developed? What is JSP? Right? So having a basic understanding of the technology will surely help you get a good hands-on with which system is getting developed and how do they finalize the technology based on which the system or the software should be developed. So that's what I've told you, web framework knowledge and minimal technical knowledge. So as a BA, they would expect you to create dashboards, requirement management documents, dashboards, BRD, that's called a business requirement document, FRD is a functional requirement document, TRD is a technical requirement document only if you are a business system analyst. As a business analyst, they will not expect you to create a technical document that involves technical architecting details and the coding details. Even if they ask you to create a technical requirement document, you may create high-level technical system design using Visio or a functional translation of a functionality of a system into a particular feature in the system. So a technical design is what would be expected from you as a BA in TRD. But BRD and FRD, completely you own it and you will have to create that from the scratch. Requirement traceability matrix, most important. So we have three different types. We will see that in detail as we go on with the program. So what are the three types in RTM? In RTM we have business outcome to business requirement mapping, business requirement to functional requirement mapping, and functional requirement to test case mapping. Three different scenarios in which RTMs can be created. So we will see that in detail. And then the business process diagrams and workflows. Most of the time, a business analyst will either be communicating orally or in written, or a business analyst will be creating a document, or a business analyst will be creating diagrams or artifacts, or a business analyst will perform testing. So max to max, these are the tasks that a business analyst would do. But this sounds simple. There are a lot of steps involved within each of these. So there are five major five major roles in which a business analyst could contribute. So next is the storyboarding or the user story creation. So when you listen to a particular requirement from your end user, a scenario, you would create a user story, and then you will also have to create the acceptance criteria for your user story. Not all requirements that you get from your stakeholder will get converted into a user story. Only if there is an acceptance criteria that will get converted into a user story. UML diagrams, most important. There are different types of UML diagrams. So I would like to show you some sample templates and diagrams that we will follow. So we have these many templates that we will be covering as a part of this course, starting from your communication plan, communication needs, minutes of the meeting, how do you organize for minutes of the meeting, RACI, questionnaire, project management, requirement management, how do you create a business case. So here you have, here's a business case template. How do you create a business case? How is a business case different from a business requirement document? What is brainstorming? How do you create a brainstorming? So once you're done with the brainstorming, how do you create a brainstorming diagram? So here we have a special diagram that is called as a brainstorming and a legend diagram that is available in Visio. So after your basic or the first level of discussion, so you will create a brainstorming template, or you will fill in the brainstorming document, and then you will also create the diagram. So whatever is the relevant template that you see here under these materials, all of these materials will be shared with you. Along with this, we will also give you business analyst ebooks and the basics of project management that can help you with the project management activities as well. So for each and every topic that has to be covered, starting from your first day of interaction with your external or internal stakeholder to the phase where you collect the information, then you present the information, analyze the information that you've got, the requirement that you've got, etc. For each of it, we have a different template, right? So we will be covering everything. It's not just going to be theoretical. We have these templates in place. We have the samples defined in it. And then I will also show you how to fill these templates. Okay, these are ready-made templates that are there, which I've already created for you all. And then you can take these templates. Even for a simple interview, you can have this template defined, right? So you can just fill in the details in the template and you can start circulating it. So by doing this, what is the advantage in the company that you join as a business analyst? They will think, mine, he or she has already learned business analysis process in detail, and they have document for everything. So as a business analyst, you're not missing out on any type of a conversation that you're going to have, or a communication that you have. Even a simple observation that you're going to have with your external stakeholder, your client, your customer, your internal stakeholder, your internal department point of contact, there is a template for it. You'll fill this template and you will circulate it or you will archive it, right? So I can show you some sample templates which have already been filled. So along with that, I will also give you a sample project. So this is a complete project which I've worked on. So this project has every stage defined in it, starting from requirement gathering, defining scope of the problem, objectives, system analysis. Within system analysis, you're going to have the description, the functional aspect, the project requirements, development tools. You can ignore this part. System design. So what are the different modules, how the system design is done, and the core system design. What are the different types of diagrams that we can cover? Functional design. How do you create a functional design for your system? And then how test is performed. So this is one project where I have followed the complete business process, business analysis process, and it could help you create such projects. So here is another project that we have created. So this is about a DiagSoft. It's for a diagnostic center. So within this DiagSoft, the best part is about how to create different system designs in terms of database. So this project has a front end and a back end. So how is the database design basically done? When there is a data modeling activity, how do you create various database diagrams, right? So different database diagrams can be your ER diagram, sample of ER diagram, Chen's diagram. ER diagram is also referred to as a Crowfoot diagram. So we will primarily work on MS Visio. All type of shapes that are available in MS Visio, we will cover whatever is relating, maximum whatever is relating to the business analyst program. We will cover all of the diagrams. I will show you how to create these diagrams live, and you can also take these Visio diagrams and you can practice. So these are the sample diagrams which have been created. It's a ER diagram for database design. So other than Visio diagrams, I will also give you the sample diagrams like these. So how to create SIPOC, how to create a finance audit flow, how to create a mind map. Once you interact with your end user, you'll have to put whatever you have visualized in your mind. So that's referred to as a mind map, how to create a mind map diagram, how to create a fishbone diagram. So if this is the diagram given to you, what is the 5I concept that you apply and how do you create a fishbone analysis for it. So there are many such diagrams that we will be working on. A tree diagram. Here is a business process model. So whatever is the diagram that you see here, all these diagrams have been created using Visio, and these are the Visio versions of those diagrams. So as a business analyst, you will start from a basic flow chart to understand the process flow, right? What are the different steps that you would follow within the process, right? Something like this. So we will see how to use the shapes within Visio to create this kind of a diagram. So this is the basic diagram. Then we will see the activity diagram, sequence diagram, system architecture. How do you create a system architecture diagram using Visio? So something like this. Okay, so this is a system architecture. This is available in the project which I had given you, which I'll be giving you. So you can see that and you can do this. And then we will cover use case in Visio, and we will also cover use case using, this is in Visio, and we will also cover use case using a visual paradigm, both the ways. And then what is a cross-functional diagram? So how do you create swim lane diagrams? So what is a swim lane diagram? Horizontal diagram, vertical diagram. How do you give a description to it? How should be the flow? So these are all most important, and these are referred to as artifacts. So similar to these, we have n number of process diagram, data flow models, tree view flow chart, organization chart, Chen's diagram, state chart, state mission diagram. So in a state mission diagram, you will see something relating to different states in which your process is in. So this is a state mission diagram. So once you get very good hands-on with all of these diagrams, I'm sure that as a business analyst, you're going to do a very good job, be it whichever domain. So I think I have shown you all the details that we would be giving you. So you'll have the documents. Okay, there are sample documents as well that has some basic description. So I can show you some details. Okay, this is a sample document that carries activity diagram, a sequence diagram, state chart diagram. So these are all diagrams which we will create. So these are all artifacts, and you have to create these and put it in your document. So how do you create a sample flow chart? Here is a process flow chart, right? So it looks complex, but when you do it on Visio, it would be much easier. So other than this, I'm also giving you first level of solution documentation, which you can use it. You can see how it is created for a retail industry, and you can replicate the same for your other clients when you work for them. So this is a sample. This is how it should look. Other visualizations. And then a use case example. So we will see in detail about use case. We will cover every single notation that is there in the use case. We will see what are extents, what is include, what is a generalization, and what is a relationship that you create between events and actors, how to create a use case scenario, and then how to create the corresponding diagram, use case diagram using visual paradigm or Visio, both the ways. So this is a sample which I had created. So that holds a, here it is. So this is the diagram in visual paradigm. So that's what is taken as a screenshot on your document. So always you will create your diagrams on different tools, and then you have to move these diagrams onto your document. Right, so here we have all the notations of these are the notations, different notations of your use case diagram. So which are the notations to be used under which scenario, that is also important. Not all use case diagrams would need extend and include or general activity, etc. So wherever it is needed, only then you will show those diagrams. So here is a complete user story. So we will see in detail how to create a user story. Right, this is a sample user story that has been created. So both text-based user story and then system-based user story. How is it created and how you document it basically. Right. So we have n number of such sample documents to be shared. How do you create a RACI? What is RACI? RACI is the responsibility, who's responsible, who's accountable, who should be consulted, and who should be informed. So how do you create a RACI matrix? RACI matrix is equally important when you define a process. Particularly RACI matrix should be defined in your software requirement specification. So we will see this in detail. Right, so on the whole, what I'm trying to say is we will not just restrict the business analysis program to be more theoretical. Rather, we will make it more interesting by working on various templates, live documents, projects, and diagrams, which are most important as a business analyst. So we have to do requirement gathering, we have to do requirement analysis. Yes, we know that we have to talk at how long can it be theoretical, right? You know, it cannot just have the theory slides and the following samples defined for it. Rather, if I show it live on the document which I have worked, and also give you a template which you can directly take to your organization. If there is no proper standard of documentation in place, you can always suggest these templates as standards of proper documentation that can help your organization either get ISO certified or move on to a CMMI level certification. So there are two types of business analysts. One is a software industry and domain specific industry, which we have already discussed. So I've told you in a software industry how the business analyst role would look like and what it will be all about. So on the whole, to brief about the business analyst, it's a bridging between the business and the technology. So as a business analyst, it is not the communication or just a plain Word document that you will create, but so many samples that I've shown you. The templates, documents, BRDs, FRDs, specification document, translation documents, design document, system architecture document, different types of business process modelings, data flow models, etc. So all these are a part and parcel of the business analyst job. Okay. So for this, you should also know about software development life cycle, what is SDLC, and then what are the various stages. We have already seen the templates, so I'm just moving it off. So understand the use cases, data modeling techniques, etc. So as a part of SDLC, we will also see what are the different software development methodologies followed. That includes waterfall method, agile methodology, and we have RAD, rapid application development, and there are additional methods which some of the software industries still follow. So we will see each of these in detail. So on the whole, the business analysis tools include, for diagramming, it is either Microsoft Visio or Visual Paradigm. For documentation, Microsoft Word. Analysis and data crunching, Microsoft Excel. Process automation, I will show you how to use Excel VBA and macros. Data extraction, we will do it on SQL Server. Wireframing, we will work on Pencil. I will show you how to create wireframes for standalone application development and website development. Requirements management tool, Rational Requisite Pro. I cannot show this to you on RRP, but then I can show it to you directly on a Word document or on Excel document. Collaboration, Google Docs, and presentation directly on Microsoft PowerPoint. So if you have all these skills learned during this programs, during this business analyst program, I'm sure you will get a very good job. Or if you are already in a business analyst position, I'm sure that you will reach places within your organization, because whatever you're doing now, it's all about what you have learned and what your colleagues would have shown you. But is that the right practice, or what is the right practice or the standard to follow as per the ISO or CMMI level standards or BBOC standards? That's what we will cover in the business analyst sessions. So these are some of the visualizations that we would create as a part of the Tableau and Excel charting techniques. End of it, we will also help you with the resume preparation based on your current job or profile, what sort of a BA learning that you can show on your resume, and help you with the interview preparations, give you as many as interview questions possible with answers, and also have a session to tell you how those interviews can be easily cracked and what are the areas that you should be thorough even before attending an interview relating to business analyst. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, time for questions. Any questions for me?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, I'm listening to you.
I just wanted to know, like, in this course also you'll be teaching us about data analysis?
To some extent, we will cover data analysis, how to do data analysis in Excel, how do you do data extraction and data querying using SQL, and how do you present the data using Tableau. So if you want further data analysis techniques, I think you'll have to take up an advanced data science kind of a course if you intend to become a data analyst.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was just previously when I wanted to know more about business analysis and the type of job description it demands.
Yeah.
So I've seen it repeatedly mentioned in the job description. Data analysis is required, so that's why I asked
Yeah,
the
we will show you
question.
the
So, okay,
basic data analysis, whatever is needed from a business analyst
okay,
standpoint. So that will be surely covered as a part of this course.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Thanks. Any more questions that I can answer? So end of every session, there will be a video recording of that session. The course coordinator will take care of uploading the video session onto the blog. Assignments will be posted by me on a day-to-day basis on the blog. You can read those assignment questions, finish it, and put your files or your findings on the blog. And then if you have any queries, you can post it on the blog and I will make sure that it is answered at the earliest on a day-to-day basis. So we will have a very systematic approach in which the topics are covered so that you will get a complete understanding of what you're learning. If it's completely new to you, of course, The basics that I would give you will help you understand the process, business analysis process, step by step. And I'm sure if you take up this course and you go to the market, you will have good hands-on based on the assignments and the training that I'm going to give you, and you will surely do good with your job. Great. If there are no more questions at this point in time, let's come to a closure to this, and hope this session, demo session, was fruitful to you all, and you've got a good understanding of what a BA process is and how different are we going to teach you in TechEase. So looking forward to have you all in the session. Saraswati, you can have that question to the course coordinator. Yes, you will get the recorded sessions. It will be uploaded on a blog, on a website, where you can download. Great. Thank you all, and looking forward to have all of you on my live sessions. Have a good day and all the best. Bye.